everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and today I am here with a belated sneak peek or a first look unboxing from Diamond Art Club. Thanks to Diamond Art Club for sending this over for me to share with you all. And what I have to share with you today is an absolutely breathtaking Margaret Morales piece called Mizuchira. Here is the beautiful, beautiful artwork. She created this at the beginning of the year. I believe it was specifically in honor of the Year of the Dragon. And my gosh, the way that I fell in love with this instantly, it's gorgeous. I love Margaret Morales artwork so much. And this may go straight into my rainy day stash unless I decide I need to get it up immediately. We'll see once I open this up. But the size is going to be 32 by 22 inches, or sorry, 33 by 22 inches, or 83.6 by 55.8 centimeters. This features some of Diamond Art Club's relatively new packaging, which includes, there's some blue branding down here for their square drill kits. And then the artwork, the render part of it is wrapped around the top of the box, which is really pretty. On the back of the box, there's some information about how to diamond paint. I also have a diamond painting for beginners video you'll find linked below. And here are your kit contents, including their new toolkit. And then there at the very bottom of the box, there is a thumbnail and some information about the kit. That way, if you're like me and you store all of your diamond paintings stacked on their side, when you go to look for a kit from your collection to work on, all you have to do is just look at the bottom of the box and not pull them all out to try to look at the image itself. So really handy in my opinion. Let's go ahead and open this up. Now, if you are brand new to Diamond Art Club and thinking of making your very, very first purchase, I have a 20% off discount code you are more than welcome to use. It's just my name, Katie, K-A-T-I-E, and the number 20. It is an affiliate code, so I may make a small commission if you choose to use it. Please don't feel obligated. There will be some other discount codes in this video. I just say don't pay full price for your Diamond Art Club order. There's too many discount codes for that. But of course, thanks so much if you choose to use it. Now, everything is going to be, that's like kind of stuck in there today. Hold on. Okay, I was going to say it's all in this kind of inner sleeve here. We have our toolkit, which we'll look at. We have our little thank you pamphlet, and then there is, okay, there is a treasure quest card. These are pretty new. These are the collectibles and kind of random, kind of like, what's the phrase? Like prize in the box type thing that replaced the washi tape and the cover minders. So there's different ranks of cards. There's bronze, silver, gold, and then black is the rarest. This looks like, I think it's a bronze. I'll have to check. There's a graphic out there that, and on the Treasure Quest part of the Diamond Art Club website, which I'll have linked below, it tells you how to determine, because I feel like sometimes I have a hard time telling the difference between the gold and the bronze. If you flip it over to the back, this is actually a scratch off. There is a code here, and once you have enough of a variety of different combinations of rarities codes, you can redeem them for things like gift cards. If you get enough, you can get a custom diamond painting from Diamond Art Club. So, but I just love it for the artwork, honestly, and the really pretty effect. And then we have our toolkit, which this also features some updates from the older toolkit. They're slowly phasing this in, so when you get a kit, if it's a new release, it's almost certainly going to have this newer toolkit, but if you're getting something that's been in the shop for a bit, there's a possibility it's going to have the older toolkit. Either way, it's going to have everything you need to do your diamond painting. This is the new pen. I think they call it the Twist and Pick pen. If you pull off this cap, this is preloaded with putty, and you can twist it and it'll start pushing the putty out the end. I have a video where I demo and review this pen in detail and kind of walk you through it, so you'll find that linked below. I like that this has a little bit more to it than the old pens. It's slightly more ergonomic. On the end, it comes with a 4-placer in here. There's going to be another multi-placer in here too that I'll show you in just a moment, but you can also fit a metal multi-placer from Diamond Art Club in there if you like. Here is the 7-placer that's included, and then they also include one of the old standard brass tips. So if you prefer this to this style of tip, you can just pop this in the end of your pen and it works just like the old pens did. So there is that. They also give you some pink wax if you prefer to use that over the putty, which they give you some extra putty as well in case you use up everything that's already preloaded in the pen. Then we have a bag of baggies. You can store your leftover diamonds in those. And then we have a tray, which this has, this is rather my favorite of the toolkit upgrades. So I like that it's much bigger. It comes with a sliding lid as well as a stopper. I'm a fan of how it's just generally bigger and the sides are taller, so you're less likely to have drills spilling out as you're working with a kit, and you can fit more drills in there. There are also cutouts here so that they are stackable if you have multiples of these, and that can be handy because I know some people do like to kit up into trays. Everything else is going to be here in this bag here, and I'm excited. I always look forward to getting to unbox Margaret Morales pieces, and so many of them go right into my rainy day stash, and then some of them I really do want to work on right away. But look at all those blues. Oh my gosh. Look at the dragons. Look at the dragons. They're so epic. I love this so much. Okay. I mean, are you surprised? There's dragons and it's Margaret Morales. Of course, I'm just on cloud nine over this one. I'm going to roll it backwards to help it lay flat, and I'll be able to show you the canvas a little bit more easily. This does not hurt the canvas at all, or the glue. It's just helps it lay flat more easily. So, you know what? For some reason, I was picturing in my head that this would be even bigger, and I'm looking at this going, oh, that's pretty manageable. I could go ahead and get this up, right? Right? Oh my gosh. I bet there's going to be some metallics in the golds because Margaret Morales always puts gold foiling on her original artwork in those kinds of areas. So I have a feeling. Okay, so this is absolutely beautiful artwork, you guys. I'm just kind of like soaking it all in. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. I love those dragons so much. Let me take you on a tour of the canvas. So up here at the top, we have their branding, Do What Makes You Sparkle, Diamond Art Club. The edges of the canvas are scalloped and poked, so fraying shouldn't be an issue. The back on the canvas is this really soft material. I think it's tarpaulin is what they call the material, and it holds drills really well, lays flat really well. Then we have this clear plastic cover and this poured glue underneath. I do want to point out to you, yes, there are these pink marks on this kit. It has been pinked, as I've seen some people calling it. This is a manufacturer error that in this particular kit should not affect it whatsoever. It is just where they, as they started rolling these out, they accidentally put this cover down. Oh, you can actually see where it kind of soaked up the ink from the parts where the glue is. They put the cover down with the wrong side down, and the glue just kind of like grabbed that ink and really held it. But even in the areas, I've seen people work on these kits with square drills, that's going to be completely covered by the drills. That being said, if you get a square drill canvas that has these marks on it, you can contact customer support. They are offering a variety of different solutions, including things like a prepaid return shipping label if you want to return your kit. As well as, there are some other options as well, but contact them for the most up-to-date info. This will have a greater impact on kits that have round drills. I've talked about that in a couple of my other unboxings that this has been affected by, but they said a limited number, relatively speaking, of kits have been affected, and they fixed it as soon as they realized, and I'm really hoping that this is going to be a pretty contained issue, but I'm with you in being kind of anxious every time I open up kit to see, has this one been affected? I'm less stressed when it comes to square drill kits. That being said, the reason this is here is to make the perforation edges easier to see. These are, pre-cut out perforations, or not cut out, but you know what I mean, it's perforated cover. And if you want to use this perforated cover, there's the section right here, and you just give it a tug and it'll split. So that is there. Then we have a legend over here at the top left with all 64 of our colors. I completely forgot to go through that thank you pamphlet with you guys. Where did I even put it? What am I missing? Oh, I see what I did. I said it. Okay, I'll get to it. I was like, hold on a second. I haven't looked at the colors with you yet. We'll be there in a second. Okay, so legend over there at the top left. Same legend over here at the bottom right. Good grief. And then we have I'm laughing at myself. Like, how am I gonna, it's because I have such a rhythm and kind of a system for how I do these unboxings at this point that when I mess something up and do something out of order, I'm like, hold on a second. I'm all thrown off now. But this is, I'm just gonna leave it unedited. It's fine. So we have a thumbnail down here, the title of the artwork, this size, and then copyright Margaret Morales and Diamond Art Club. What this means is that Diamond Art Club does have the permission of this artist to use this artwork as a diamond painting, as well as is compensating them for the use of this artwork. So down here we have their socials and yet another discount code. And at the bottom right, we have a little bit of information about their lifetime warranty. As long as you're the original owner and purchaser of your kit, you're covered under that lifetime warranty. It's going to cover things like those pink marks. And if there are issues like if you were to run out of drills or anything like that, they'll be able to take you from there. The printing is really clear on this canvas. And I am seeing bits of color blocking for sure. Color blocking is where you have, like here, a lot of the same color in a small area. So you'll be able to multi-place. You'll have that color in your tray for longer, and that'll go a little bit faster. We do definitely have some areas of confetti as well. Some in the dragon's face here. Confetti is where you have more color changes in a small area, and the payoff is that you usually get more details, some nice color blending. Here you can see like in her hair and earpieces, there's some more confetti. Typically means you're gonna be doing a little bit more in the way of single placing, and it might take you a little bit longer, especially with changing out the color in your tray more often, but it does tend to pay off nicely, especially with Diamond Art Club's rendering style. I do like a nice mix of both in my canvases because confetti keeps it interesting, but color blocking keeps it moving. Yeah, this is a good mix of both. Even in the areas where there's not like big chunks of color blocking, there's like smaller sets of it too. So I think it's gonna work out pretty quickly and nicely. Let me grab this and show you what's in here really quickly. So there's a couple of things in here. It's kind of the consolidated version of the old sticker sheets and pamphlet. There's things like tips and tricks, your kit contents, their socials. This is their VIP Facebook group, which you can join once you've made your first purchase. Here's 20% off your first purchase through the app. And then there's some step-by-step instructions written out for you. Then we have this, which is a set of stickers. These are actually all individual cutout stickers, as is this over here. So I'll like to use this in my paper logbook once I start working on a kit. These are stickers as well as the spots right, your start and end date and the stats. Then in the middle, we have a set of pre-cut sticker labels, and this is really handy for if you're kitting up into storage containers or baggies, just being able to peel these off and go. This kit's gonna have 64 colors, like I mentioned. I want to point out a couple of things though. So first, the code you see in the right-hand column, this is the DMC code for that color, and it comes from the DMC brand of floss. Most diamond painting companies do use this color code system. With Diamond Art Club, if you look at the end of their color list, you will often see colors that have a letter at the beginning. In this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. With the letter Z, those are going to be fairy dust. A K, which is going to be electro, and then an AB, which is going to be an AB. This is a relatively recent change. They used to have ABs with codes under the number 150, but they have since, just in the past few weeks, month or two, have started changing that to having this at the end of the color list with AB at the beginning. In addition, the 6000s range colors, those are colors that Diamond Art Club has created because they make all their diamonds in-house. They can create colors, and they use that to fill gaps in the DMC color code system. And that lets them just match the artwork that much more closely. I'm a huge fan of it. I think it's a really, really great option and idea. Just gonna measure this really quickly. We're at just shy of 84 centimeters. We're listed as 83.6. And then this way, we're at just shy of 56 centimeters, and we're listed as 55.8. So that is true to size. Let's take a look at our diamonds. There is the title of the artwork here on a sticker, so that if you store these separate from the canvas, they're easy enough to match up again later. And there is our beautiful color spread with all of its blues. Oh, that is so, 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 so pretty. So the DMC code is printed on the bags. Sometimes you'll have multiple bags of a color. Like here we have 3 bags of 3865. Here's our first special drills. We have 2 big bags of Z3766. This is our first fairy dust color. Fairy dust diamonds have this really subtle shimmery coating on the top that just gives a little extra sparkle to the diamonds. It's definitely more subtle than we're gonna look at an AB color a little bit later, or especially even more than electro diamonds. This is a really, really pretty shimmery look that I still think elevates the painting so, 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 so nicely. It's actually my very favorite of the special drills that Diamond Art Club has. You can see that fine glitter coating just dusted on the tops of those diamonds. Here's our first AB. Now AB stands for Aurora Borealis, and these have a very vibrant and bold coating on the top that is definitely going to grab your eye. And it is going to highlight the areas it has been charted. It's kind of almost got like a rainbowy effect. And here, like side by side, you can see like the fairy dust versus the AB, but we need both of them in our lives because they just both do amazing things for a painting. Look, I love a special drill. Look, also especially in a Margaret Morales kit, I'm especially excited. Lots of shades of blue. Now, these are square drills, like I mentioned, and Diamond Art Club does make all of their diamonds in-house, which not only lets them create those colors to fill gaps in the DMC, but also gives them pretty good quality control. And so their drills tend to be pretty consistent in size and shape. Here's a 6000s range color. It does not have a special coating on it or anything. It's just apparently that the shade of blue doesn't exist in the DMC color code system. Here's our next special drill. It's another shade of blue. This is kind of more of a, like an aqua blue. And you can see that fairy dust coating there. Really pretty. And yeah, about every shade of blue and some grays too, under the sun here. Did I start to say, or did I get distracted and not say it? That Diamond Art Club does roughly put their diamonds in order of weight, not in DMC order. So that's why you see us going from these bigger bags to these smaller ones. Here's our next fairy dust diamond, Z993. I love this one. It's delicious. Nice teal green. There's another 6000s range color. Ooh, here we go. K444. This is our electro diamond color, and it's a gorgeous, glorious gold color. So electro diamonds, that's Diamond Art Club's name for diamonds that have a metallic finish. This is just a showstopper. You don't see it in a ton of kits, but when you do see it, it's because there's a place that it's just going to be spectacular. So we have this gorgeous, gorgeous gold electro, just like I was hoping. I didn't peek ahead of time. I just had a hunch because most of the Margaret Morales kits do have that gold electro if there's a spot in the artwork where like Margaret Morales had done that gold foiling on her artwork, and I'm here for it. Here's our last fairy dust diamond, Z976. This one's kind of a brownish, a light brown fairy dust. Love that. And yes, we are going to go through the canvas together after we look at all these drill colors, and I will point out to you where the special drills are going to be found. So these colors we just have the tiniest amounts of, including this bright cherry red, this bright coral too, maybe the dragon's tongues, maybe around her eyes. So here's what we're looking at special drill wise. We have the gold electro, we have the blue AB, and then we had the several shades of fairy dust. So we had the like true blue, the blue one, and then we had the mint one, and then we had the aqua one, and then we had the brown one for fairy dust. So bear with me because there's a lot of blue in this canvas, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that I don't miss out on telling you where these special drills are going to go. So let's get the easy ones out of the way first. So down here, this tie right here has some of the brown fairy dust in it, as well as, so if you look in camera, there's almost these black, they look like black dots in camera, they're actually black squares. That is the electro diamond, so that's all through the gold tie here. It's also in the centers of these flowers is the gold electro, and this flower as well, and these flowers over here, and here there's gold electro. There's a line of the brown fairy dust right here on the sleeve. And then the gold, yes, okay, so all these gold pieces here. So there's some gold that kind of comes down. I think this is part of the earpiece that comes down her jawline. There's both gold electro and brown fairy dust. Then there's more gold electro kind of coming up behind her ear and a little bit in this piece. And there's some brown fairy dust in here as well. And then these are these flowers in her hair. There's gold electro here and then brown fairy dust as well. Then this piece back here, there's brown fairy dust in the center of this one and up at this end. There's gold electro right here. Over here, there's gold electro in the center and then a border of brown fairy dust. In the centers of her eyes, there's 2 gold electro diamonds in the center of each eye, as well as some brown fairy dust surrounding it. Also, in the dragon's eye, there's both gold electro and brown fairy dust. I guess maybe that brown fairy dust is more of a gold color. Maybe I should have called it a gold fairy dust instead. This dragon's eye also has actually just the gold electro right there. And then this, I think, is part of her robe coming out behind her. I don't think it's the dragon. These lines you see, there's gold electro and mostly gold electro. Like all of this kind of, it looks yellow in camera. Lots of gold electro on there, and then a little bit of that gold or brown fairy dust just up here. So that's all of those two special drills. Now we have our AB and our 3 various shades of blue fairy dust. So let me just double check these colors really quickly. The one we have the 2 big bags of. Okay, so we had 2 big bags of this. I'm just gonna call this one the blue fairy dust. And we have our blue AB, and then we had the mint fairy dust and the aqua fairy dust. Z3766, yes, it is that color. Perfect. So first, the blue ABs. There is blue AB all through here. I just am realizing, like, as I point these out to you, there's just going to be so much. There's also the blue fairy dust is tracing some patterns through here. There's blue AB in the swirls. There's a bunch of the blue fairy dust in, it's this light blue color there and there. Then let's see. There's some of the blue fairy dust right here in that petal. And then some of the mint fairy dust is back here up in this panel. More blue fairy dust right here. And then this coming off of the dragon's face, the center of it is blue AB and goes into blue fairy dust. And let's go ahead and we'll go up and we'll kind of like, we'll work our way over and around. So there's a bunch of blue fairy dust and blue ABs all in like the dragon's snout. There's actually quite a lot of both in the dragon's face. It's really hard to specifically pinpoint to you from, especially from a distance, what is what. So for example, this kind of asterisk looking symbol, the asterisk looking symbol is our blue fairy dust. And then this one that's got the little like button off the side is our blue AB. So, and there were 2 big bags of each of those colors, and they're all throughout so much of this painting. Like you see, there's tons of blue ABs in here, and then bunches of the blue fairy dust, same like over here. So it's almost like just assume that there's going to be both the blue AB and the blue fairy dust all throughout this painting, just freely. And really the more exceptional things to point out will be the aqua and the mint fairy dust by comparison. But I'll still try to point it out to you guys as best I can. There's some blue fairy dust up in here. And then is there any? There is. Okay, so up here, I think this is part of one of the dragon's bodies. There's lines of the mint fairy dust, kind of tracing and outlining maybe the scales. And then is that other one? Yeah. So the mint and the aqua one, those 2 fairy dust colors are freely in this section. The diamond is the mint one, and the letter V is the aqua one. So you're gonna see both those fairy dust colors through there, and then an outline of the blue fairy dust underneath and around. So we have some more blue AB up here. In this dragon's face, you can see, again, the asterisk symbol is a blue fairy dust. The little button symbol is the blue AB. And that is really, truly just all throughout this dragon. Yeah, including down here. And we're seeing lots of the blue fairy dust and some of the blue AB. It's just, this whole thing is going to have a shimmer and sparkle to it. Just know there's tons of special drills. It's going to have a ton of shimmer and sparkle to it. I love it. Hopping over here, yeah, so the letter V, that is our mint fairy dust, and we have our diamond that's kind of, or sorry, that one's the aqua, and the diamond is the mint. And then we have some of the aqua fairy dust. Some aqua fairy dust in here. And then all through here, bunches of like blue fairy dust and blue AB. Here, okay, these flowers have both the mint and the aqua fairy dust in them. Again, the diamond and the V. That's the flowers in her robe. Over here as well, these flowers have both of those shades of fairy dust in them. So that's a really pretty place to have those. And then how about, I don't know if we'll really see, okay, so there's blue fairy dust at her collar. This whisker coming off the dragon has blue fairy dust going into blue AB. I love... Oh, that's not in frame. Sorry, I realized I still kind of zoomed in. That is blue fairy dust and blue AB. In her hair, yes, we have some of the mint and the aqua fairy dust and these kind of flowers that are in her headpiece. And it goes around to this side too. Okay. So overall, lots and lots and lots of special drills. The ones that I really thought were most important to point out and most exciting for me to point out were the gold electro and then also that gold fairy dust, as it turns out, which go together a lot. But I think that the fact we have those 2 big bags of blue fairy dust and blue AB just really, truly kind of, it seems very balanced throughout this piece, especially in focal points like the dragons, like the robes. And then we have those like aqua and mint fairy dust in the flowers and a few other places too. This kit is going to be absolutely amazing as far as special drills go. And usually, yes, I am a fan of how Diamond Art Club charts their special drills, but sometimes you come across a piece and you look at where the special drills go and you go, oh, this is going to be something special. Like legit, this is going to be really, really next level. And these special drills are going to be just amazing additions and suit the artwork really well. And I have a very, very strong hunch, like that's the first impression I'm having. My strong hunch is that this piece is going to look incredible with those special drills. So love it. Of course, I am biased because I adore Margaret Morales and dragons, and this artwork was like instant must have as soon as I saw her created at the beginning of this year. And I don't know, I'm gonna have to sit on it and decide if I need to work on this right away or if I'm gonna make myself save and savor it and put it in my rainy day stash for a bit. But this is Mizuchira by Margaret Morales from Diamond Art Club. It's 33 by 22 inches or 83.6 by 55.8 centimeters. It has square drills, 64 colors, including those 4 fairy dust, 1 electro, and 1 AB. And I love her so, so, so much. Now, if this kit, I think it may have sold out since the initial release. I think it was pretty popular. That often happens with Margaret Morales kits. If it is sold out as you're watching this video and you go to click in to look for it, if it's sold out, you should be able to sign up for a back in stock email notification, which I strongly recommend doing. You can also add it to your wish list so that you're able to kind of stay up to date with when it does get restocked. I would guess, I don't know for sure, no insider info. I just am hazarding a guess that this will see a restock, but I hopefully that's sooner rather than later for you if you're hoping to get your hands on this one. Either way, I hope that this video was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments, is this one that you already picked up when it released? Or is it on your wish list for maybe someday? Or are you just going to happily enjoy other people working on it vicariously? So either way, my friends, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Leave a thumbs up on your way out and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'd love to have you here. I do a lot of diamond painting videos like unboxings, reviews, tutorials, weekly WIP and chats, etc. And yeah, I would really love to have you here. So I hope you have a day and a week that's as amazing as you are. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.